Hey guys, it's Kevin. This video shows how to assemble this CS for the ET-8550. So we're going from this to this. First, we put a base holder here, and then we put a white ink pump on it. Install the two tube connectors and the two screws. Now we take out the ink pump, the cap, and the tube. Insert the tube through the cap and then through this tube holder here. Leave 1 or 2 inch from the cap and cut the tube. Do it for the other hole. And insert the 2 tube connectors. I like to insert a pump and put the screw on, but do not tighten the screw, and you can still slide the tube in and out, so the screw just keep it in place. Now we put in the bottle and we look at it sideways, and we can adjust the length of the tube. You don't want that the tube totally attach the bottom of the bottle, because you're going to have some white ink caked on the bottom no matter how much you mix it. So you don't want to suck up those caked powder back into the printhead. But you don't want to be too high, so you get about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 of an inch from the bottom, and then that'll be perfect. Yeah, see, this is how much I want it. After you decide how long your tube is, and you can secure the screw. There's an arrow on the base right there. It shows you the direction of ink flow. So it's the tube that's going into the pump. We're going to connect from this intake to one of the tube on the bottle. It doesn't matter which one. And the white ink will be sucked from the bottle into the yellow pump. And now it's going to go from this yellow pump into a filter. The filter has directions, so we're going to have the pump goes to the bottom of this filter. Okay, see that arrow? So we're going to attach to this side. The white ink will go to the bottom of the filter and goes to the top of the filter. But the filter has its own 2 connectors. So we're going to connect a tube from the top of the filter, and that tube is going to go into the printer. All the connections go to the printer and go back from the printer are managed by this 6-strand connector. So we just cut one of this and connect to this tube to the printer. Now we cut another piece of tube about the same length as the tube goes into the printer. So this one will be the white ink coming back from the printer, and that ink is going to be dumped directly into the white bottle. So you have another connector on the white bottle, and so that's where your return tube goes to. We just finished 2 of the 6 tubes, and now we have 4 more tubes for the color ink. We'll put the color tank base there and install the color CS. There's a flap on the base, and that's where for you to open up the CS and resting your tank there when you refill the ink. Cut the tube roughly the length where you're going to connect to the printer. Okay, based on the other tubes, that's how long you want to save your tube. Tear the tube apart and insert the remaining 4 connectors. Now we got all 6 connections done. So we got a total of 6 tubes, and we have 2 electric connectors, one for the mixer, one for the pump. And the remaining 2 slots for the tanks. One tank in the middle is the maintenance tank, and one on the outside is the waste tank. Alright, that's all you need to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please visit us at BCH Technologies.com or locally at Greensboro, North Carolina. Cheers.